I would like, if I may, to take you on a strange journey.
Yep. Winter's here. Squirrels are finally out. They came out when the snow first came down. They wouldn't come out at all, but they must have got hungry because Dad kept putting feed out for them, so they finally came out today, and they've been tearing it up out here. They was hungry. But we're going to get in the Gopher and head in towards the store and see what we can see. Are you cold?
Well, no, not until I get to the store.
And you'll be cold at the store because we don't run the heat.
Yeah.
Alrighty, we're on our way. we went to start the Gopher just now, and this new battery, well, I knew it when I bought it because I needed it for economical purposes, but this new battery does not have the cold cranking amperage that power that the other battery had. So it's cold out there, but she just turned over enough to catch the fire. So we might have some little bit of issues this winter, but we will see. As long as she starts, that's the rule. If it starts, we ride. Let's ride. We'll get some defrost going. Open in a minute. Customers waiting at the door. We had to go get the old gray Ghost truck. That was a lot of money, but I think they did a good job. I checked it all out, tried it all out. Hopefully it'll last another 10 years and then we'll be good. We're gonna go in here. I'm gonna do my thing. Y'all take care of each other. Do your thing. See ya.
Many hours later.
That's what a real motorcycle rider looks like in the winter time.
The next day.
Alrighty then, we are getting ready to start another glorious day. We went out early this morning. I had to pick up things for T's birthday. Happy birthday, T. I think she's 29 again for the 15th, 16th, 20th, 30th time. I love her since I'm her much older brother, as she likes to remind everybody, but it's not true. I'm older. I'm old as dirt, but anyway. So we're gonna get ready. We're gonna go in. Had to clean the bird debris off the Gopher windshield. I got to get me a new wiper. That one's 4 years old, been through 3 years old, been through 3 winters, and it's starting to fray top and bottom. Still good, still works in the center, and that's all I really need to see is pretty much that much. And we'll see what's going on, but I got a few snapshots of some of the winter stuff around here, my bug collection. Well, what you can see, a lot of it's covered up, and a lot of my Cushman parts, those are all covered up with the snow. And I really want to take the motor out of that old 72 van. It's got a 350 4-bolt main in it, and it's an awesome motor. That thing would make that big old heavy van loaded with construction tools just fly down the highway. But I'd like to get that motor out of there and go completely through it, rebuild it, and I'd like to put that motor in a gasser someday, either a Vega or I don't know, a Vega or a Chevy 2, something like that. A little Vega station wagon gasser would be my, oh, I would love that. All jacked up, straight axled in the front with 13-inch meats on the back. That would be so cool. I think I may even have a couple of Muncie 4-speeds someplace. I'm not sure with my legs and feet and everything that I could operate a clutch very well, but it'd be fun to find out. If not, I've got a collection of 400 short shaft turbos that'd work, automatics. Got a couple of stall speed power glides, 2-speed power glides, but they have a real long tail shaft on it, which would give me about 14 inches of drive shaft in the back, which would add for some binding if I really got on it. But really, it's just to cruise around with. I want to make a gasser that's an everyday driver. I know people are going, oh no, but I mean, I've had them before. Just the nice 350 with a mild cam in it, and the big 4-barrel that's already on the 350, and just some down into some nice long tubed headers coming out the side, just behind or just in front of the door, with those inserts. They've got those inserts you can put in those long tube headers now that are actually mufflers. And if I get a Vega, I won't have to worry about all the catalytic converter and all this other stuff. I might put on an EFI throttle body carburetor type deal instead of having. It definitely won't be tune port or port injection. It won't be any of that. But I might do that just for some type of ease of tuning. Since it'll be a daily driver and stuff, because the old motors that we used to build, we tuned them every weekend more or less, but it was fun. It was the thing. You got off of work Friday night, and before you went out hitting the strip, you'd just get out the old timing light and re-gap and file your points, and re-gap and your plugs, and make sure all your plug wires were loomed correctly, and have the nice, real nice full steel plugs, the ones that made radios and different things go crazy as you drove by. Lots of static for that high energy coming out of there. But yeah, I'd like to do that. I'd really like to do that. The only thing I'd have to pick up, I could use the rear end out of the 3/4 ton van and just narrow the axle, but I think what I'll do is would pick up a 9-inch, a good strong 9-inch already narrowed, with proper splined and the heavy duty center point pumpkin housing and all that, and I put it on. I think I want to put it on air coilover. So they got the coilover, and then they've got an air cylinder in the coilover. It's kind of like a coilover with an air shock, but so that you could kind of adjust it on the fly for stiffness and dampening and ratio. I think I would do that. That's one of my dreams, among all the dreams that I may or may never be able to fulfill. But those dreams keep me going. I don't know about everybody else. How about you? Your dreams keep you going? Because they keep me going. Maybe never happened, but that's irrelevant to the way it makes me feel while I'm thinking about it. So, alrighty, we're going to head in. We're going to get the old Gopher fired up, get some lights, get some electricity, get the defrost running. And I figure if I can drive the Gopher every day and it be my daily driver, rain or shine, sunny or wintry, I think I could make do with a little gasser. That would be so sweet. But yeah, I think the Vega would be the one. I think the Vega, if I can find a Vega, but I wouldn't even care if it's a full fiberglass Vega body on a tube chassis. Just the look is really all I'm going after anyway. And if I could get a title for a Vega, an old scrapped out Vega, no matter how rusted out it was on the unibody and all that stuff, I think we could start replacing piece by piece once I got it registered under the original title. That would be so cool. Put disc brakes all the way around. That's another reason I'd want to put a 9-inch pumpkin housing on it. I mean, I could do with an 8.5 because I'm not going to race it, but it'd just be nice to have the 9-inch in it. And my phone kicked off again, so I'm not sure where I was when I was talking about the Vega. So I would like to have that Vega, and I wouldn't care if it was a tube chassis as long as I found an old Vega with a clean title and got it from the scrapyard. We could put on a tube frame, get the 9-inch. I could do with an 8.5, but the 9-inch, I just put the 9-inch in. I could even do a 10 or 12 bolt GM rear end because I'm not going to race it. I'm just going to use it as a driver. But yeah, put it on the coilovers in the rear with the Panhard radius rods. Well, 4-link in the rear end. And do the coilovers that have the airbags built into the shocks, so we could do adjustments, you know, when we needed to do adjustments if anything was riding too rough or whatever, which it's going to ride rough. And then do the straight axle, disc brakes all the way around, straight axle, have everything set up for Chevy bolt pattern, because I've got plenty of old magnesium graphite, magnesium alloy racing rims, Hurst rims, the old spun aluminum racing mags. I've got all kinds of those buried up someplace, and they're all Chevy bolt patterns. Some of the ones I have are Chevy and Ford both, so they weren't the uni-lug, they were actually drilled. Instead of having only 5 holes in them, they had 10 holes in them. So they were all drilled. It would be cool to use those. Put that straight axle on there, like I said, with the coilover. Have the adjustable dampeners for the coilovers in the front end. Have that thing at least 9 inches high over the stock bumper height to give that whole straight axle gasser look. Oh, look, they're putting a roof on the church. Yeah, that'd be sweet. I like that. But like I said, that's one of my dreams, one of my hopes and dreams. I don't know if everybody else has things like that, but that helps, keeps me going. Looking forward to the car shows, looking forward to taking pictures of the rides, meeting people and stuff like that. That really does help, you know, keep me going. Even if it never happens, even if I never get to build the gasser and all that, still my hopes and dreams, it keeps me going. Just the way it is. How all you feel about that? Oh, she's nice and warm. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to turn the heat off because I'm getting a little toasty. I took some pictures of the surplus items that we had back at the house, the old gopher hole. Hanging on to all those bug parts and stuff, because if I can get the flossy trike running, I'm going to need all that. I don't have to go get transmissions or half case motor blocks or down shafts or torsion tubes or any of that for the rear end of the flossy. I don't have as many motorcycle parts left anymore. Somehow over the years we've kind of used those up quite a bit. So all of the big long front ends that I had, the flex front ends and the glides and all that, they're pretty much either the ones that I have left or the ones that are damaged beyond use or gone. Got used up for something else. But yeah, I'm gonna hang on to them. Everybody goes, you'll never use them, you'll never get that fixed, you'll never do that. Irrelevant. My crap, I'm keeping my crap, and I'll keep my crap. So when I'm gone, y'all want to fight over my crap or throw my crap away or worry about how to get rid of all my crap, that's all on you guys. But until I go, if I can't take my crap with me, you can have it after I'm gone. Maybe. Alrighty, we're here. We're going to get busy. We're going to get in here. I'm going to do my thing. You all take care of each other and do your thing. See ya!
Damn, that was annoying.